Bitcoin looks like it might be getting attracted towards some of the key line of support before deciding the trend duration, because on my previous video I was very clear about this move. In the medium short term I showed you guys there might be more sideways movement, even shakeouts liquidating the over average longs before starting with an actual impulsive move. And if you look at it right now using this parallel channel or horizontal channel, this lower trend line here in the medium short term could be attracting us, but I want you guys to be prepared. I mean, even if this resistance gets broken, support gets broken, I just want you guys to look at the bigger picture, because I have been very clear about this move. I mean, as long as the price of Bitcoin remains over 60,000, this entire move could be just a temporary shakeout, liquidating the over average longs before starting with an actual impulsive move. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. The price in our case, if you look at it in a bit different way, you can see the upper trend line is acting as a line of resistance, lower trend line is acting as a line of support. So in our case, in the medium short term, this 67,000, right, could be attracting us, but I want you guys to be prepared even if this support gets broken. And why? Because you can also see the price here is forming a double top type of formation, or M pattern type of formation. And according to this M pattern, you can see once this 67,000 support gets broken, we could be getting attracted back around the 60,000, 62,000 before starting with an actual impulsive move. Yes, guys, even if the price in the medium short term fails to hold the support which you have from this horizontal trend line, we are aware this might be just a temporary pullback, price coming back to test this key line around 60, 62,000, liquidating the over average longs before starting with an actual impulsive move. Because we are aware, even according to the CPI indicator, I showed you this on my this video. I mean, this is a VCPR. Price of Bitcoin is choosing a trend duration without touching any of this trend line, top, central, and the bottom CPI line. This line must be tested before choosing an actual trend duration. So in our case, since the price of Bitcoin is above this June CPR, this might be just a retest, price coming back to test the support from this VCPR before starting with an actual impulsive move here like this. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. The price in the medium short term could be showing weakness, but it doesn't mean we are bearish. This might be just a temporary weakness before finding bottom, before starting with an actual impulsive move. Because according to this VCPR, I mean, according to this leading indicator, our first target is still open, which sits around 74,000, and that is also a new all-time high for Bitcoin. Now, beside this example, even according to this ascending broadening wedge, a bearish continuation pattern here in a weekly time frame, this upper trend line acted as a strong line of resistance, the lower trend line acted as a strong line of support. So in the medium short term, even if the price starts showing another continuation like this, you can see just like from this past price action after testing the support from this lower trend line, we could be preparing ourselves for another continuation like this. Even though this is a bearish continuation pattern, I strongly believe after few weakness, after testing some key line of support above 60,000, the price of Bitcoin is expected to show another continuation here like this. Because in a bigger picture, we found out at least 90 to 100,000 is where we could be getting attracted before starting with an actual corrective move. So until then, any sort of a pullback could be very, very short-lived. And even according to this volume profile, I showed you the worst case target for now is this red line, which is this POC line, which sits around 62,800. Yes, guys, this POC is a horizontal trend line that showcases an asset price point where the most trading activity occurred over the season. So that's why in between 62,000, we have strong line of support line for Bitcoin. Each and every attempt around that area, you can see in between 62,000, the price showed a very nice support. So that's why this trend line here in the medium short term, the worst case scenario around 62,000 could be attracting us, but I don't want you guys to be bearish. That might be just a temporary pullback before starting with an actual impulsive move, because we are aware For now, we also have support lying from this Williams alligator indicator and CryptoAnup buy sell indicator, and I've been very clear about this move as well. In a bigger time frame, in a bigger picture, each and every retracement around this Williams alligator indicator, CryptoAnup buy sell indicator during uptrend has resulted in a very bullish move. And in our case, since the price of Bitcoin is also above this Williams alligator indicator, CryptoAnup buy sell indicator, as long as we remain above this range, there is nothing to worry about. Even if we see another continuation like this, but price still remaining over 60,000, please do not panic. That might be just a temporary pullback, because I showed you this on my previous video. In the medium short term, we might see volatility. Why? Because this is a squeeze in Bollinger Band. Squeeze in Bollinger Band usually indicates incoming volatility, which we are witnessing right now. So that's why this volatility could be resulting in furthermore shakeouts. But if we look at the overall picture, this could be still turning out into a bullish continuation pattern. Yes, guys, this shakeout, this pullback could be liquidating the over average longs first before starting with an actual impulsive move, because in general, right, testing the upper band has resulted in a very bullish move. So in our case, since this is also a breakout from the upper band, which resulted in more sideways movement, but this volatility after a few shakeout could be favoring the long. So if you have any doubt, I suggest you guys to simply zoom out, because we were already prepared that this trend line, this horizontal trend line, won't be that easy resistance line, because this trend line has been stopping us since a couple of weeks. So that's why we found out this trend line rejected us again, which might be resulting in another continuation here to the downside. I mean, price following this M pattern type of formation with a pullback in between 60,000-62,000 before finding bottom, before starting with an actual bullish move. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that this resistance around 71,000-72,000 has rejected us, which could be resulting in few pullbacks. And now, even if you take the Fibonacci line for this descending broadening wedge from this low till this high, you can see even in the worst case, this two line here will be holding us above 60,000. Yes, guys, the pullback in between 0.5 0.618 Fibonacci line is still going to be above 60,000. So even if the worst case target starts attracting us around 62,000, I want you guys to be prepared. This might be just a temporary pullback, a bear trap before breaking it to the upside, because we are aware, beside this descending broadening wedge, beside this falling channel pattern, even according to this falling wedge pattern, you can see the horizontal trend line was very important, because this trend line has rejected us in the past price action. So we have failed to break out of it, which might be resulting in a very similar move, just like I shown in it example. More pullback, right? Price forming sideways movement like this before breaking it to the upside. So in general, I mean, if we look at the overall picture, pullback after testing the resistance around 72,000 is absolutely normal, because according to this Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase as well, this might be very shortly, because you can see after testing the previous temporary resistance line, after testing this upper trend line, the price did react it. So that's why this rejection around this area is absolutely normal. So I don't want you guys to panic even if the price starts showing furthermore corrective move, because according to this parabolic curve pattern in a weekly time frame, you can see this step-like formation. Price of Bitcoin is expected to show more sideways movement, few sideways movement, few shakeouts, liquidating the over average longs before starting with an actual impulsive move, or let's say before heading towards this sell point. I mean, price in the medium short term might show few shakeouts, even sideways movement. But if we look at the overall picture, the price of Bitcoin still looks bullish, even if this POC line, even if this lower trend line, even if this CPR line, even if this parallel channel or the price opportunity from double top is going to attract us around 62,000, because in general, I mean, in a bigger picture, this might be a temporary pullback before starting with an actual bullish move. So that's why, guys, if you have any doubt, I suggest you to simply zoom out. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please, guys, please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder to those individuals who have not claimed this free 200 USD futures position airdrop from Bybit, then I suggest you guys to check the video description, because this event is going to end in 7 days. So if you want to take advantage of these free bonuses, then definitely check the video description. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.